Optimize your game settings and set up the perfect camera angle to give you the edge over your opponent. Hello, Brabbsy here, your FC coach. We're going to dive straight in, but as always, any questions, just pop them down below. I always enjoy reading them. To change our controller settings and camera angle, what we're going to do from the main menu is flick your analog stick to the left, which will access this little cog button at the top, settings, and then across to game settings. You guys know that I don't like waffling on and making long videos, so I'm just going to fly through these and let you know the important bits. It's going to be set as competitive by default. Make sure your passing assistance matches what I've got here. For defending, I recommend changing clearance assistance to directional if you don't have that on. It just means you can have some say into which direction you're going to clear the ball rather than the computer deciding for you. Change your defending to advanced defending. In some circumstances, it's very effective to be able to press the X button and perform a seal out or shoulder charge on your opponent. I'll go into great detail on exactly how you can do all this in the defending tutorial, which is coming up shortly. I recommend having your right stick switching reference to ball relative and the right stick switching to adaptive. This means when you're switching player, it will use the ball as the central focus point, and whichever direction you press will be the direction that the player switch goes to. For right stick switching sensitivity, I recommend ramping this all the way up to 9 or 10, basically telling the AI to listen to you at all times and don't override your decision. You may find that a combination of all this tidies up your right stick switching and makes it a little bit more consistent. And then for these last three, analog sprint, turn that off. I either want to be sprinting or not sprinting. So I turn it off, and then if I hold the R2 button down, it knows that I want my player to sprint as fast as they can. Trigger effect is personal preference, but I turn this off because you've got enough things to think about without your triggers being resistant or doing weird things. The less weird things the game does, the better. Vibration feedback, again personal preference, and again I turn it off. Less weird things, less distractions. Thank you very much. Another tip I will give, you can now actually use the L1 and R1 buttons to go across to accessibility, and if you're like me, I find shadows really annoying when you're trying to decipher where the ball's gone once it's gone into a shadow. So you now have the option to turn shadows off, which is a great feature. Thank you, EA. So let's get a really nice camera angle set up for you. Disable the UT competitive camera, and for all these 4 cameras, change them to co-op. For rush camera, change it to rush tactical, and for power shot zoom, turn that off. You'll notice a theme here, but the less distractions, the better. For the camera customization, I have mine at a custom height of 18 and a zoom of 2, because it gives you a really elevated and zoomed out position so you can see more of the pitch and more of the action of what's going on. Nice and straightforward, that's how to optimize your gameplay and camera settings. If you've got any questions at all, drop them in the comments and I'm happy to get back to you.